Yep, the song got stuck in my head. Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back. Luna's sitting in my lap right now, so she may get up or freak out at any moment. But while I was sitting here, I wanted to talk about the Lego Movie 2, the second part. I had a blast. I love the first one. I absolutely love Lego Batman. I was a little bit upset with Lego Ninjago. You can check out that review from almost 2 years ago up there. And yeah, I was excited to see this because I love the way Lord and Miller do these movies, and it's just such a blast. There's so many great jokes in it. So it was a no-brainer that I was going to like it, and it was a no-brainer that I actually did like it. So spoiler alert for the rest of this, I really enjoyed this movie. And some slight spoilers later on because I feel like there are some things I want to talk about, but it might be a spoiler, but I won't spoil any of the really big spoilers, I guess. It has a lot of the same cast. Elizabeth Banks is still playing Wildstyle/Lucy, and Chris Pratt is playing Emmett, and all of the other cast, Alison Brie is Unikitty. Oh, Luna is... And of course, Will Arnett is Batman. But what I was really excited for was Tiffany Haddish playing Queen Watanabe. I have never had an easy time of pronouncing that when talking about her character, but I absolutely loved Tiffany Haddish's performance. She's so great in all of this, and this is a little bit more of a musical movie than the original, and especially other than Batman and Lego Ninjago. And she did a lot of the singing. She did 2 of the songs, and they were really great. I absolutely love them. They are very catchy pop tunes, which I'm not usually super fond of, but they were really fun. It's definitely a kids movie, but you can feel that makes 0 sense, but there are some grown-up aspects to it, like some of the jokes and the references that they make are a little bit more there for the grown-ups, just like they were with Lego Batman and the first Lego movie. So it's really a movie for the whole family, and it's super fun. Again, they do not the same Batman jokes, but they throw them in there, and it's super cute. And as with all of the Lego movies, there is such incredible detail with all of the little bricks and how they move. It feels very fluid, and it feels like Legos would move, and they are always all the same size. It looks like they're actually using real Lego pieces, so it feels like the real life human actors or the human people are really playing with the Legos, and it's just super mind-blowing. Even after the 4th Lego movie that I have seen, it's still mind-blowing how they do this animation. But I noticed in this one, maybe it's because I saw it in IMAX and the screen was ginormous and you could see all these details, or maybe it's just because I haven't watched either of the Lego movies in a while, but you could see little fingerprints on the Legos, especially with Queen Watanabe. You could see a thumbprint, and then even on Unikitty a little you could see fingerprints, and it looked really cool, and it looked very realistic. Very it blows my mind how cool these movies look. Plus, with their humor and everything that Lord and Miller do, it's just super awesome. Everything is awesome. And speaking of merging the real world and the Legos, they did that, and this is a slight spoiler, they did it a little bit more in this movie than they did in the original. In the original one, it's only kind of at the end, and in this one, it's a little bit spread out throughout. It's pieced into the entire movie, and at first it felt kind of weird, but then later on it worked itself very naturally into the story, and I really loved the way they do that. And especially after seeing the first one for the first time, I did not realize that the entire movie, and if you haven't seen the first Lego movie and you don't realize that it is a kid playing with his dad's Lego set that the dad glued together, what are you even watching this video for? Not knowing that was the case and that was what was happening throughout the entire story, the entire time I was watching this and Lego Batman and Lego Ninjago, even though they didn't incorporate it into Ninjago or Batman, I always pictured what the person playing with these Legos was doing, And it kind of made the story feel a bit more real because I played with Legos as a kid. Pretty much every kid played with Legos. And it's how I would have imagined what I was imagining when I'm playing the Legos to be. And it's awesome. I need a better vocabulary. I keep saying awesome, super cool. Yeah. I don't know either. And now 2 things before I wrap this up and give you guys my rewatch score. The first one is the twist at the end. There were 2 big twists in one, kind of, and the first twist I saw coming. I saw it coming from a mile away because, I mean, it's a kids movie and kids movies usually have very obvious twists at the end, but the second one that came along with that, or that spurred on this first twist, I did not see coming at all. I was very surprised by it. I am not going to spoil it. And I really loved seeing that because it's something surprising that you don't usually get in a kids movie like this. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the last thing in the movie is the end credits sequence. A lot of the times, most animated movies will have some kind of interesting credit sequence before going into the real final credits. And they had this really fun poppy song along with these really cool animated credits that looked like they were being created in this family's basement, that this whole story, the Lego story and universe, is built in. So it was really cool to see that as well, and I definitely recommend staying for at least that first half of the credits because it's super interesting and super fun, and there's a fun song that I think is a Lonely Island song. It sounded like the Lonely Island, but I could be totally wrong on that. So to give you guys the rewatch score for my first real new movie review of 2019, as much as I love this movie and I will probably eventually add it to my collection, I would give this movie a Redbox. I would watch it again, and I would pay money to watch it again, but I probably would only watch it if somebody else wants to watch it with me. Other than that, I probably won't watch it until I get it as a gift for my birthday or Christmas, just like I did with the first Lego movie. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was my first, it's like something of February. It's early February and I'm just now doing my first new movie review of 2019. Very weird, but there wasn't really any movies that came out in January that I really wanted to see, and I focused a lot of my time and energy in January getting prepped for Oscars this month. So there's that. I also decided to chronicle my movie watching journey throughout 2019 and maybe into 2020 on Letterboxd. I have a link in the description, if I remember to put it there, to my Letterboxd account where you can see every single movie I have watched, on what day I watched it. So if you are following along with my 1001 challenge, you may get to see some movies that I watch before I even announce them. And you may get to see some of the Oscar movies that I am watching but not necessarily making videos on. Or I am making videos on, but they're going up on my Patreon. Long story. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out my Letterboxd because anything I watch, even for the podcast, anything I watch will go up on there and they'll have tags with what I'm watching it for. So definitely check that out if you're interested. But let me know your thoughts for the Lego Movie 2, the second part, in the comments down below. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it as much as you liked the first one? Did you like it less? Which Lego movie is your favorite? Lego Movie 1, like the Lego Movie, Lego Batman, Lego Ninjago. This one, there's probably some other ones that I don't know about because I don't think there are, actually. Maybe there's not. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate every single one of you. Let me know who you are in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new, because I love talking about things, movies, TV shows, filmmaking, history, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye!